Okay. You've been waiting long enough. We can start. There we go. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. Burin, how you doing, man? Brad is in the chat, here for the music, of course. Yo, TL, what small pullback the moon. Jasmine is on fire. There's a lot of coins on fire. I mean, we're gonna go through coins that are actually on fire. Right now, RVA coins are up like 20%. They were up 20% a little bit earlier today, so we're gonna check that out. Morning, Anthony, how you doing? I saw the new moon and sold 50 from my Cardano meme coins. You did? Oh, meme coins, okay. I thought you sold your Cardano. I was like, oh my god, no. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Maybe Bitcoin go to 87 and retest and break. I'm gonna show you some nice lines, and right now we got a new channel, you know, brand new, fresh, right out of the oven, just baked channel, and I'm gonna show you the channel. It's none of these channels over here on the chart, but we got a new channel. We got, of course, coffee, and we're ready to go. So let's talk what's happening. Right now, Bitcoin is down 1.15%. You can see the drop over here a little bit towards downside. Over here, there was this bigger channel that went towards upside, broke down, tried to get back up here towards upside, failed that, broke towards downside. This is over here, again, over here, tried to get back in the channel, failed that. Right now, it's breaking down. It looks like it's gonna go more towards downside. If you remember, you know, a couple of days ago, we talked about over here that we might just have a double bottom over here, which still might be probable, but over here we got a 10 moving average that there is also a very good chance to bounce off of that. So we are looking to bounce first off of the 10 moving average and the channel over here, small channel. After that, it's all the way down here at 91. I'm still not looking down here at lower levels, but you know, right now we are looking for a bounce. It is failing to break, and I was already getting a little bit worried when we came outside, you know, inside this box over here and started, you know, doing zigzag over here. The problem always with these kind of, you know, moves, when you go down and you come up and you get above the moving averages, you're trying to bounce, but when you're failing to bounce several times, oftentimes this shows very weakness in the chart, and chart continues to moving towards downside. Right now we're actually doing that, so we're gonna go back to 4-hour time frame. We saw over here that we tried to bounce over here. There was a lot of, I remember on this part, everybody was very bullish. We failed to break above the moving, sorry, I'm clicking the wrong buttons all the time. We failed to break above the moving averages, pull back, consolidated over here, and right now we are pulling back down towards downside. So I'm still looking more down. I still don't see this this move over here ending anytime soon right now. So right now I'm looking for a move towards downside. That said, there are definitely coins that are bouncing. Dominance is crashing towards downside, guys. The 0.2% over here, down over here on the daily time frame. It is been crashing for a while right now. If you look at a weekly time frame, we are coming to this 50 moving average, but we are outside of this very long channel that's been going on for a very long time. You can see this even on the monthly time frame. It's pretty much out of the channel. Now this on monthly time frame is not closed just yet, but on weekly time frame is definitely, you know, out of the channel. Right now it's pushing towards downside, so we're gonna see if there is any kind of, you know, retest up here before we actually continue towards downside, but you know, it's pretty much happening right now. More bearish signals, altcoins. No, altcoins are doing well. It's just Bitcoin. We are just looking at Bitcoin right now. On the Bitcoin, over here on the Bitcoin chart, you see over here we got a doji. Right now we are pulling back. Still don't have any kind of, you know, indication that this is just gonna, you know, continue towards downside, is any kind of top or anything like that. So I'm still looking for a, you know, at least another retest on 100k before we actually go towards downside. We are not quite there yet, but like we just said, we got a brand new channel. And let's go over here a little bit on the daily time frame. And the brand new channel is this one over here. So you see over here we've been looking at right now these two channels, but right now the brand new channel is let's do a new chart, because we got these very nice wicks on the tops over here, and they are creating actually a very nice channel, and the channel goes something like this over here all the way towards the bottom. You'll see also see this line over here. Very nice. And what you're gonna see over here right now, we are going for this retest on the midline over here, which is actually very nice. So right now I'm looking for to hitting this 20 moving average, a little bit maybe below that, maybe even, you know, a week below that, but I'm looking to close above 94 or even hit 94 and bounce off of 94.2. So that's what I'm looking for. This is a brand new channel, most important channel right now over here, but right now it is failing to hold above these moving average. So it's going down here, so we're gonna see if we can actually bounce outside of this box over here again towards the upside. You'll see over here we got a couple of retests on the top line. I don't see this as very bearish. I always tell people when price goes towards the upside and then pulls back like over here, if you get the retest over here on the line, and there is a line of course over here, if you get this retest, these retests are very bullish. The fact that we are having a retest at all is very bullish, and we had over here 1, 2, almost 3 retests on the line over here towards the upside. This is actually very bullish signals. So that means that this pullback over here that's right now happening is just a consolidation pullback, and we are still consolidating up here just below the 100k levels. So how long towards the downside, I'm a little bit unsure, but I'm looking at this midline first, and all the way down here at something like 90k, maybe even the 50 moving average over here. This is on 12 hours, so we won't be looking at 12 hours. Over here at 95k first, maybe down here at these bottoms over here at 91, all the way down to 90. All of this is probable right now because we are moving down. Now best case scenario of course is just bouncing off of the midline over here towards upside. We're still not quite there just yet, but that's what we are looking for right now. People might be a little bit thinking that well, whatever it's happening here, it's looking bad. And in any kind of scenario that we would have been in, like bearish scenario or any kind of sideways channel or sideways trending channels or anything like that, the long term this would have been very bearish, and I would probably be looking at these kind of moves towards downside. But since we are at ending of the bull market, major pumps, everything is exploding, I'm considering the entire part over here as consolidation right now, consolidation before we break towards the upside. Now since we also have this bottom down here at the bottom side over here, we can also draw the channel up here. You also see that the support level is at 93 levels, so I'm still looking at this midline over here, give or take. Midline over here, give or take, over here, this part right over here. Where is the line? This part right over here for a bounce, right? So I'm thinking a little bit more towards downside, and I'm gonna see what's gonna happen after that. Of course, dominance, of course, like we just said, it is crashing towards downside big time. Ethereum is at 36k, coming to this resistance level up here. This resistance level is a big level right now. You can see up here, Ethereum actually came to the resistance level up here at these previous stops up here at 90.7. Right now it's pulling a little bit back, consolidating. Everything is consolidated, but it is consolidating right up there at the very major level over here that needs to break. It did this very first impulsive move, and then right now it's having this very steep channel, and this steep channel can actually I think it's pretty probable that it's gonna do this move over here before it actually goes towards the upside. Will it just break over here and just continue? It can do that, but more probable right now is breaking this trend over here and consolidating before it actually continues towards the upside. And anytime you have any kind of trend, you break that, you consolidate, and you continue towards the upside. I'm still not looking for any kind of dump over here on Ethereum. Ethereum looks actually very good, and it's just that resistance level that needs to break to start pumping big time. And I think as soon as Ethereum breaks this line over here right now, it is gonna go, guys. It is gonna go above 4.7, you go 5, 6, whatever level towards upside. We're gonna check that out later, but it is at resistance level right now. So Ethereum is 100% at resistance level. Bitcoin has been sitting at the resistance level at 100k, psychological resistance level for a very long time right now. Everything just looks good. Also, this total tree right now is a little bit extended when you look at this trend line over here towards upside. So could we have something like this on the total tree market? Why is this line crossed over? Oh, it's because of my line. We could have consolidation up here on the total tree as well. That means altcoins before we actually continue towards the upside again over here, because this over here is creating a channel goes something like this over here, give or take. You see right now we are top of the channel, so some kind of consolidation up here, or pullback like over here before we actually go towards the upside. Again, this is total tree, this is market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum. So altcoins movements right now, and altcoins also looks like they want to go into some kind of consolidation, because we just had very major moves on everything. Algo is again up 14% over here on the daily. This is a daily time frame. You can see it's been pumping like crazy every single day almost. Herbar has been performing well. Most people are talking about XRP, but Herbar actually did 550%, 820%. Oh my god, this thing is just going. Yesterday it was 500%. over here, 550%. Right now it's 820, almost 10x since it started going towards the upside. And while people are talking about XRP doing big moves, and XRP did big move over here, but it's only like 480%. Herbar almost did 10x, but nobody's talking about Herbar. That's because XRP has a lot larger community, so you know they are talking about XRP and stuff like that. But there are definitely coins that are outperforming XRP right now, and you know, a lot of stuff is pumping big time. We got altcoins. This is Digibyte at 30% up. It's just pumping like crazy from the bottom towards the top up here, 320% right now. You can see this big candle right now, it's up 30%. But right now what I did not see is these real world assets coins are also going. Right now Rio is up 10%, GFE is up 22%, Boson is up 19%, Ondo is up 13%. Ondo is actually just been pumping up here since the bottom over here, you know, a month ago, something like that. It's not up anything like crazy like XRP, but it is pumping every single day, you know, towards upside up here. ATR is also up big time, and you know, a lot of coins are actually doing very, very well right now. Even today, Sand is up 12%. It's doing this double top up here. Do we have other coins over here? CRV is up 16%, continue pumping towards upside. So a lot of stuff. KDA is up 26% on the day. I don't know what's happening with KDA, but you know, it just kind of, you know, went down to 10 moving average and just exploded from that level over here. In the last you know, month's time up here, it's up 230%. If you go to the bigger time frame up here, we'll see that right now even KDI is coming to the resistance level. It's actually trying to break the resistance level over here towards upside, this part over here. But you can see how nicely this actually played out. It went down here inside the box, managed to get above the moving averages, exploded above 50, and right now going to the next major level of resistance up here. That's this one. And right now, like we just saw, Total 3 is in for a pullback or consolidation. Bitcoin looks like it's consolidating. Ethereum is at the top, right? So we could expect some kind of consolidation over here very, very soon on coins, right? Not so much, but you know, a small consolidation. That would be, you know, that would be what I'm expecting, right? Again, Bitcoin is just pulling back a little bit, not that much, and I'm not expecting big dump over here. I'm just expecting small pullback towards the downside. You can also clear this over here, and you can go in the small time frames, and you can look at it, just this last move down, something like this over here. Right now we are at support 94, but we could pull back a little bit more towards downside, right? We could pull back a little bit more to downside. This is on very small time frames. This is like 30 minutes time frame, stuff like that, right? But everything looks good. You know, there is no this could be, you know, considered as some kind of topping out pattern and something like that, but it's kind of not, right? There are just too many retests on everything up over here, and this line hasn't broken just yet. This line hasn't broken just yet, and this is a bigger channel over here. It goes over here all the way up there, right? And you know, this is just consolidating over here inside some kind of triangle, and we're still looking for a bounce over here. Now, if this over here triangle starts breaking down, you know, breaking below the support, that's when we are gonna look for, you know, lower levels if that happens. But right now, it doesn't seem that it's gonna be the case, because if over here, if you look at a daily time frame right now sitting at 60 RSI over here, it could pull back a little bit more towards the downside. I'm a little bit unsure what's gonna do that or not, but we got a big divergence on over here. So let's go. Can we do it on 2-day time frame? On 2 days there is no divergence over here. On 2 days there is no divergence. On daily time frame there is divergence over here that goes a little bit towards downside, but if it just continues down, there will be no divergence. Also we got bearish cross right over here on the RSI on the daily time frame. It's pulling back right now, which means that this consolidation might already be coming very, very soon towards some kind of end over here. Weekly time frame right now, it is kind of curving towards downside, pulling a little bit back, but it can still you know, do this move up here before you know, consolidates and that does another move towards upside. So nothing major is actually happening. Stuff is just pulling back a little bit over here. On the monthly time frame, we are still just sitting at 73 and RSI. This is still continuing towards upside. So these big time frames are actually doing very, very nice. It looks good. I think the, you know, the dump that I had in the title, dump getting ready, yes, but you know, what kind of dump are we looking at? Not that much right now, right? I think the worst case scenario is like 3-4% towards downside over here. I mean, I think that would be the worst case scenario. Oftentimes you get out of these kind of, you know, these kind of patterns over here, consolidate down here, and then continue towards upside. I'm like, just like we had this, you know, this trend line over here, we broke down, we start consolidating up here. I said, you know, there is a very good chance for this to break up. That didn't do that. We just retest up here, and right now we're pulling back down. But the same way, if we actually break the 94 over here towards downside, I'm still looking for some kind of box and move towards upside. I'm generally just bullish. I'm generally just very bullish. Unfortunately for everybody else, I'm very, very bullish. VeChain going. VeChain is also doing very well right now. VeChain is up 17% right now on the daily time frame. It is just exploding up here. But VeChain, if you go to look at a little bit bigger time frame on VeChain up here, I had this line up here. It's just exploding above everything, right? Over here you got a major level of resistance that's kind of getting broken. Over here there's 50 moving average that's breaking. Over here there's level of resistance that's broken. Right now it's coming to these levels up here at 0.8 all the way up to 0.9, give or take. This box over here right now, that's the major level of resistance. So it has more room to go towards upside before it actually hits that resistance, but it looks very good. It looks very good, right? We don't have any kind of breaks in the trend or anything like that, right? So everything looks very nice and dandy over here. It just kind of goes right over here towards upside, right? There are no breaks in the trend right now. It's still going. It is going fast, but it is going. So eventually there will come, you know, consolidation and pullbacks, but you know, that's how these things work. What should be exit strategy for XRP and JM? By the way, on XRP I was completely wrong. I can tell you that right now. My target for the bull market, I should probably make a XRP video just to explain people, you know, what's happening over here, at least, you know, from my view. Over here, you can change that, we can remove that, we can remove that, so my target for XRP, if you don't know from before, it was 1.2, 1.4. As we all know, that got broken like you know what. Right now, you know, the resistance was at 1.6. We see that we came up there, it pulled back all the way to the channel and exploded from above the resistance. Right now we're coming to this 2.886 resistance on the dollar, and you can see we are hitting that right now on the dollar. That's where is the line? I don't remember where the line comes from. Maybe it comes from a bigger XRP chart. Doesn't matter. 3.1 is all-time high. It is very, very close to those levels over here towards upside up here. It is right now curving, consolidating just like it did over here. We might have a little bit bigger consolidation, but it is just exploding. Let's see a little bit up here at the tops on daily time frame. It is very, very extended on the daily time frame, just explode towards, you know, everything. Over here on the weekly time frame, it is coming to some kind of 90 levels, which is actually very extended. This is most extended ever. I mean, we haven't been this extended XRP. Maybe back in 2017, but I don't have it on this chart over here. But it is very, very extended, and the monthly time frame is also right now coming to this very, very end over here. The question is, are we at the end of the bull market? You know, everybody says when XRP pumps, it's pretty much over. So I want XRP to continue pumping right now because I don't want it to be over. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. Anyways, what else is interesting right now? The other, you know, the meme coins and stuff like that are doing right now this channel over here. That looks like it might actually break towards us. This is Dogecoin. Pepe is also looking like it might actually pull back over here. I'm definitely looking at pullbacks on a lot of stuff, right? This is Shiba over here towards downside. Bonk over here is already going. So everything looks like it's going to pull back, guys. Everything looks like it's going to pull back. Now the question just is how much pullback are we going to have, right? We got this total tree that needs consolidation. We got Bitcoin that is still going through the pullback. Dominance is still currently towards downside, but might actually have some kind of retest. So I don't know. Maybe we have a bigger pullback just to scare everybody, because oftentimes when you have these, you know, pullbacks, people get very, very scary, right? Especially when they start to look, oh, it's pretty much over. They think, you know, it's gonna continue going for downside forever. At one point, it finds some kind of, you know, support level down here and just, you know, does another move of, you know, 200% towards upside again, right? It just keeps on going. we are still very early in the December, only 3rd December right now, so everything looks nice and juicy. But the pullback, guys, the pullback, remember the pullback. Right now Bitcoin is down 1%. I you know, the hopium up here, or the hope is just gonna bounce over here towards upside, but there is again very good chance it goes down over here and does something like this, maybe even breakdowns here and breaks towards upside. But I'm definitely looking for more pullback on Bitcoin. That means that there will be pullback on altcoins as well. Especially weak altcoins. Like good altcoins will just consolidate at the very top of wherever they are, but you know, weak altcoins will actually, you know, Bitcoin dumps 1%, they dump like 10%. That just happens. If you had me 100k, I'd be surprised if there wasn't a deeper pullback, at least on weekly time frame. Eagle's not doing much. Hosky went full nuts. Didn't look at a Hosky. Sui, please. How's Hosky doing? Hosky token Maxi. Wow. 100% pump on the day, right? Weekly time frame, last 2 weeks, this has just, you know, been, you know, 10x just for last two weeks. For last month, this is 65x. 65x, man, in 2 months. Sorry, not 2 months. This is weekly time frame. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in 1 month's time, 65x. That's insane, man. That's insane. Look at him up. If this isn't juicy, I don't know what it is. I'm a little bit unsure whether this is done or not. I don't know. This is just 4 hourly time frame. You're just looking at the weekly time frame. You just one straight line towards upside. But people are taking definitely profits after 60 something, right? Don't tell me about the, I always say, don't tell me about these kind of charts, guys. I don't care about this shit. What am I gonna do with 60 something that's pumped 65? I want you to tell me down here, right before it pumps. I want you to tell me, hey man, you see that wick on downside, you see that wick, you should buy the, I want you to tell me down here, all the way down here, right over here. I want you to tell me right over here, you know, hey man, check out this chart, okay? This is what I don't want you to tell me up here at the top. Like, I don't care about this. You know, oh man, it did, you know, I don't care if it did, you know, the more it goes up, the less I care. I want to know about coins that are down here. See down here? See this week on downside? That's what I want to know. I want to know which coins are down here. You know, before they do 65x. Bro, look at Eagles about to. EGLD. Nah, yeah, it's going. It's definitely going. Like this weekly time frame up here, it is pumping towards upside. But you know, there are definitely other coins that have been going doing the same move. They're just not pumping. They're going, but they're not pumping, right? Which gets me a little bit worried, right? Over here, it did, you know, 130% up here. It is climbing nicely towards upside. But I got my own coin, you know, that doing the kind of same thing, is just not pumping, you know, and that would be, you know, Ape coin up here. It's doing that thing, but it's not pumping, you know, and I always get worried when stuff is doing the thing, but it's not pumping. Like on Sweet Loan for nah. Super looks nice on weekly inverse head and shoulders. BTT could pump a bit more. Gort is in the chat. Just be patient is the key. Patience is the key, guys. Patience is the key. But at the end of the day, we all have to sell at one point, right? The question is when. The question is when. So we are trying to figure out, at least for Bitcoin, when the top is in. Weekly time frame up here, we come into this, you know, double top up here, but we haven't still broken it, which gives, you know, which gives me, because we are just sitting at 76 or something like that RSI over here, and it right now is going through a pullback. As soon as it breaks 70, it will fly to the moon. That might be the case. Anyways, guys, just a quick and dirty update on what's happening with Bitcoin. The pullback, guys. The consolidation might happen. So, you know, do know what you're doing. And don't get scared, man. Don't get scared. People will try to get you scared in, you know, Telegrams and, you know, Discords and X and here and there on the news. Don't get scared. Just believe. Look at XRP people. I tried to scare the XRP people. I was telling them, 1.2, 1.4 max. It's a dead coin going nowhere. That thing is a top 5 coin for, you know, 20 years or whatever. Right? It has huge following. It's just been going down since, you know, for 6 years. And right now it's almost an all-time high. Like, that thing is exploding. Like, but those guys, the people who believe in XRP, are doing well right now. They're doing very well right now, right? I mean, look at XRP over here, right? And if people have been accumulating down here, I mean, XRP, you know, guys, you know, I think what 0.3 was some kind of average down here in the previous in 2018-19 bear market, stuff like that, right? 2.3. If you held coins over here and you just kept buying, you have some kind of average of 0.3, you're up almost 10x, man. You're up on almost 10x right now. By the way, this over here is actually 10x on the dollar. Oh my god, this is over. XRP is over. XRP just did 10x, man, from the bottom towards the top. 10x on the dollar, and this gets me worried because when XRP does 10x, I go like, is the bull market over? Is the bull market over, guys? What's gonna happen next? Right, that's always the problem. So I tend to see a little bit, you know, more on the better side over here at the top. But, you know, when I see XRP doing 10x from the bottom, you know, people are getting their 10x. Eagle is no good. Real gold, big pullback. Real gold, big pullback coming. Where is gold? This is real gold. Monthly time frame. Nah, it's okay. Anyways, guys, I'm done. Have a nice day. I'll see you in another time. We might... No, it cannot be over. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. But, you know, it cannot be over. Like, how can it be over? Yeah, it's just XRP, right? But every time XRP pumps, it's over. I don't know why. So, you know, hopefully it's not over. By the way, guys, there will be trading tonight. Join the Telegram channel that's linked down below. And, you know, I'm going to see you tonight. Bye-bye. Take care. And you know, there's that. How can it be? It just start of December. Like if it was ending of December and XRP did 10x and everything exploded, like, but you know, Bitcoin is at 100k, Ethereum is at resistance, XRP did 10x, everything exploded like a whole bunch of you know, tops. Is it over? We're gonna analyze that tomorrow as well. I'll see you around, guys. Bye bye.